when you're playing around a player like that rather than just a star duelist, and he's going to be looking to get some early value, but quickly taken out by Kang. I said I wanted to see a lot of things from her today, and starting it out with a 2K, clean shots on the Ghost, and looking to get even more. She's just aggressive towards the CT position.
We've seen Rudy Rojo's do that so many times before on the box. Oh, CeeLo.
Yeah, but CeeLo is able to trade 2 right back, put on low HP, but has this Trailblazer to get a little bit of information. Mina, though, takes out Wizard, so it's going to all up to CeeLo. A beautiful shot onto Treats, but as the mosh pit and wall go out, it's going to make this even harder. Spike is so far gone, and you've got to move quickly, and only 20 HP to work with means that this is surely not going to be happening for CeeLo, as Towels will finish it off.
Is that from what I heard up the grapevine, it is actually your fault because it hasn't happened to me in quite some time, but for you, it's happened quite recently, especially to POCKY as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's either me or Polson, right? I guess we'll have to get some stats on some of his games, but CeeLo and Wizard are contributing on this B site to quickly shut down the force from POCKY, and no, it can't be happening already. It's all left up to Towels. It's gonna have to be an ace clutch for this to come through, and as RME is gonna be pushing up the site, they're gonna be recovering these guns. Towels, are you able to reset? Spike is in the hands of RME, and they've got a little bit to work with. Tally Mark is even gonna get the Bulldog. This is such a brutal crossfire to have to push in, creeping into the site out of long, not gonna fully check the angle, but Tally Mark jumps but still able to finish it off, and we have a rogue energy Thrifty to start it out here. Even when they need somebody to step up, whether it's in the clutch or in trap play situations like that, CeeLo is always up to swing, and swinging is exactly what she's going to continue to do as she claims the life of Treats. Milk's Juice trades it back, but the showstopper's off the board. This is definitely a win for RME, and it allows Rudy Rojo's as well to get in there and take out Mina. That's the Spike lost up C-long, or up B-long rather.
Yeah, that's huge, and now Rudy Rojo's gonna need to defend this against 2 people, but a good spam will take a lot of damage.
It gets a lot of damage down on these players. Milk's Juice is just gonna try and back off. Kang on a flank, it does manage to find one, but so far away and so far removed from these engagements. But a series of kills is gonna leave it in a 1v2 for Wizard here. All of a sudden, POCKY has managed to recover this.
And the ball is going to go up, so it's going to be free, and they're probably just going to head straight to A if they're smart. Yes, they will. Ooh, I mean, Kang might actually want to fight this. I don't think she's going to find any value off it, so I think, yeah, just going to rotate over. Going to be a free A site, and it's going to be a 1v2 retake for Wizard. It does look really hard, but I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff from him before.
I mean, it looks like Wizard was almost ahead at the play, but maybe getting a little bit nervous towards a lurking player in the CT side. That was where Kang was positioned a little while ago, at least towards the A site. So worried about that, and instead he's going to just have to retake this the old-fashioned way, trying to go up through U-Haul. Won't find anything though, so now he has to rotate all the way around Dice, cap on the bomb, and does manage to get the first, and even locates where Kang is, so he can take this fight very easily, and it's teed up for Wizard to win it with the Odin. Manages to find a 4th in the 1v2 favor, but Kang is looking to keep this aggression going. RME Tallymark does manage to get the first kill on U-Haul here. Treats is not able to replicate the success he had previously on the A site. Nemesis is also able to pick one up. RME is keeping this round competitive as Tallymark picks up another one as well. Rudy Rojo's takes out Milk is Juice, and so now it's just going to be the eject button hit by Kang and Treats, the 2 duelist players left to clean up the rest of their team's mistakes. They're going to get this plant down on the B site.
Tallymark found so much value on the Bucky. It feels like my Bucky does 0 damage, Tallymark's does so much, as they found the pick on the Treats, forces Towels to use the resurrection, and then finds another pick after his Treats, finds Tallymark. It's a 2v2 again for this retake.
Treats managed to get to a massive position there, but Rudy Rojo's is going to be aggressive, which means it's all up to Treats, but gets the 3K. Beautiful shots and great reactions to get a 5th here for POCKY. In this pistol, though, Rudy Rojos is looking to get some early value. Has already secured the U-Haul position, so this is ideal positioning for him. But Milk is Juice is going to go down, so Treats has to stabilize this round. Manages to do so by getting the kill onto two members of RME actually here. That's going to refresh the paint shells, so now they can try and resecure Huka position. They're going to do exactly that. Running out of ammo, though, Treats finally able to get it. 3 kills on the round. The flank from U-Haul comes through. Rudy Rojo's not able to get it, and almost an ace, but Kang denies it. But POCKY still secure their pistol. Players towards long and multiple towards Hookah as well means that this rotate to B has to come through quickly, or these site players have to step up. Treats, though, on the other side of the map will take care of Tally Mark the Lurker, and we see Towels be able to pick up one under Rudy Rojo's as well, and a second from the back of the site. Can she get a third? Yes, she can, and this has been completely shut down by only a few players of POCKY. Wizard left in a 1v5, manages to recover a rifle, but is gonna go down to Towels in the 4K, and POCKY is not letting up this tie. I'm sorry. I'm
You,
so
man.
sorry.
You say my jokes are bad. I mean, Mina could get picked off here. We'll see.
Yeah, Mina left to hold off a lot of this force alone. It's going to only be Towels to support, but she goes down early. So once again, Mina has to step up, manages to get one, but locked in this corner is just going to get closed in on Tally Mark to finish it off. So now it's a B site open for RME, but they've chosen to back off, and that could be the right idea, as Kang thinks they've lurked into here and is trying to get some kind of aggressive position. Could get caught out here, but thinks it's a TP backing off.
Kang doesn't believe this is 200 IQ. She's gonna find a lot of players. This is so good for POCKY if they're able to get something.
Yeah, it all depends on if RME turn around, and with the guiding light, they're gonna find out that Kang is here. So now they're aware of the play. They can just choose to back off towards long. Smoke in their face, though, so that makes it really difficult here. The op has to rotate around towards Hookah, and Kang is just going to try and get aggressive here. Tap on the spike, but it's a fake. Rudy Rojos calls the bluff and takes out Treats, who's been isolated. And so now RME is looking great in this post plant. It's all left up to Milk is Juice. Gets 2 players, but it's all left up to the Luka player, and Rudy Rojos will keep things from going too bad.
I mean, you called it. You thought it was going to be a Rudy Rojos round, and
onto it, and so now they are going to try to make things work with lesser weaponry. Bladestorm is popped, though, so Kang could try to get a little bit aggressive here, but goes down to Rudy Rojos. Rez is on board, but that body is so far away from being recovered. Wall's going to go up by Towels, and it's such an awkward one, trying to just tuck in, but surely RME are aware of this, as yes, Nemesis will full clear it, and Rudy Rojos as well. So it looks like we're going to be going to overtime with a variety of ultimates in the pocket of POCKY.
yeah, I mean, tragic is one word to describe it. Of course, Treats could go huge here. We see her do some crazy things, but Rudy Rojos, just the wild man he is, able to find a lot of damage. And I think that deters the total round. They can't even get in. This just feels so bad for them, as I mean, even Milk is Juice can't find the kill on the Rudy Rojos. He's so elusive as he picks off Treats as well. And this is going to overtime.
Milk is Juice looking to get some kind of information here. Kang able to take out Rudy Rojos, though, on the other side. So now this is looking rough for RME. They managed to wrestle one back. Milk is Juice goes down, so they have the A site, and all of RME are even committing towards the CT position. So, or all of POCKY rather are committing towards the CT position. So RME don't have to worry about this flank. They can just wrap back around to Shower and play multiple positions on this spike.
If Nemesis can get an ult orb here, this is going to be huge. If Nemesis finds one pick, the showstopper could definitely open up the round, as they're going to be pushing on the site POCKY.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Nemesis be the first contact, but Wizard actually takes out Treats. Nemesis does get that kill, pops the showstopper, but in the animation, Mina's able to clean it up. And Wingman's on the spike. They aren't able to spam him out, and so it's just a defuse for POCKY to win the map.
On attack is starting as well, which we've seen so much inconsistency. So I'm really interested to see what happens as Kang and Milk is Juice push down mid.
I mean, they're fighting Kang fully off the leash here onto the Jet rather than the Clove, and it's going to start out well as Kang gets a kill in Garage, and they're going to start to split into this C site. Mr. Seed is able to stand strong, and Nemesis contributes as well, so RME do great on their attack and deal with the re-aggression of POCKY very well. Mina left in a 1v3 and can't do anything. Nemesis closes it out.
Making space up C beforehand so they would have this much easier and not use as much utility as they are now on site.
And Mina having to invest her own utility to try and hold off this attack, but it is inevitable. A banger of a shot from Nemesis onto Towels to keep this at a 4v4 as POCKY's gonna look to aggress here, but Mr. Seed with a crazy position here, and Wizard even manages to best Mina, so they maintain garage control. They could really make this spiral out of control. Milk is Juice trying to be the difference, but look at this flank from Mr. Seed. Takes out another one from CT and is just stalling out this time. This is beautifully played from RME as Wizard juggling the positions, and Mr. Seed finishes it off, and it is a bonus for RME with all the confidence in the world to map to.
Yeah, we're going to need to see some Kang confidence here too, because this firing squad of Sheriff are going to need to do something as RME get free sight. But look at Treats finding some room. Does find Mr. Seed.
And so now this creates an issue here for RME in their backline, but they're able to stabilize. Rudy Rojo's getting aggressive though, so this is kept at a 3v3 due to his over-aggression. Wizard re-clears the sewer position, and so now it's mostly this retake coming in from CT that they have to worry about. One Heaven, and they're trying to get onto this plant, but some spam damage on Kang is going to make it really difficult. Wizard to finish it off, and so now this is looking completely unwinnable for POCKY as the time is getting low. Towels and Milk Juice do manage to take out two more players here of POCKY, but the spike is too far gone. CeeLo has the easiest clutch of her life, and it's 4 in a row for RME. Get some information or some close range engagements, but CeeLo is too crisp right now. Nemesis to add to it as well, and it's gonna even be a plant coming down on the A side. It was all a ruse. CeeLo is still there on the lurk. Nemesis set up in the same position, just gonna continue to collect these players in CT. So much confidence, backs off, but knows that doesn't need to do anything else. It's all set up for CeeLo here.
Like you said before, there's only one word for that, is confidence. They made a very risky play going up through B. They did they were just baiting it too, because Rudy Rojo's with the bomb was heading A. And I mean, POCKY just got picked off. CeeLo has 3 in the round, might find 4 in a second, and does. I mean,
clean.
Yeah, that was beautifully done. I mean, what can you say? They just push up B, find 3 picks, or 2 picks, I guess, at the time, as Rojo's making so much space up mid, and Nemesis with a kill through the wall headshot will open up this round for RME.
I mean, all of RME are clearly just feeling themselves right now. Every player is hitting nasty shots. Mr. Seed even just so confident to take the aggression, juggling his own vision after the blind with his camera. This is all perfect from RME, and Mr. Seed is gonna just aggress and take out Kang, one of the most mechanically gifted players of POCKY. Well, some of those players are gonna try to wrestle this back, but Nemesis, like we said, is really feeling himself. He opens up the round and looking to close it out with a 4K. POCKY is just been completely bested by RME so far, and the plant is going to go down. Kang can't even contest it because of how aggressive Rudy Rojo's is. They know that he'll be working inside that smoke, so Kang can't commit to updrafting and trying to deny the plant. Instead, she just has to wait, and they have to play this 5v5 retake. Towels manages to hit a shot. Mr. Seed quick to trade it back though, so now POCKY are going to look to turn up the aggression. They manage to slip the net into the site. Are they able to find anything off of it? Treats to take out Nemesis, but CeeLo is there to keep things stable for RME, and CeeLo with another shot. I thought you'd find more, but Wizard now left in the 1v2. Hunter's Fury taken, popped out. He manages to try and catch Kang, but Kang is able to recover. Do they have time? Yes, they do. It is a rogue energy thrifty to put POCKY on the board. Look, Kang just peeks out and even burns her dash doing so. So they're not going to have that piece of utility for the retake. One thing they do have is the lockdown. They're going to throw it down early, but Mr. Seed's quick on this flank. So it's going to be an early player going down here for POCKY. This is looking so brutal as the lockdown pops. Treats gets the kill onto Rudy Rojo's. So this retake is on. Up through the smoke is Nemesis, but it's not going to find anything. And so once again, POCKY have found themselves in the retake, being able to pull it off. Mr. Seed gets one kill, but that's all he'll find. And POCKY find their most dominant round so far in this half. She went from 18 on the half to ending the game with 34 kills. So what can she give us on this attacking side? Early spam through the smoke goes down to 45 HP, so suddenly she's walking wounded, and Mr. Seed manages to take out Treats as well. So it's not going to be anything coming through on this pistol, it feels like, for POCKY. They're walking right into a trap, and Mr. Seed is the mastermind of it as he picks up a third. Nemesis is there to pick it up as well, and Rudy with a knife kill to finish it off. Salt in the wound of POCKY.
For one of the teams, or it was going to be close. And it does unfortunately look like the first one, as Rudy Rojo's will find one, he finds two, and I think this map is over.
Yeah, it's completely over as Wizard gets the another kill inside of mid. He goes down, but at this point, it is all RME all the way. Rudy Rojo's a masterclass on counterplay on a map. His magnum opus comes to fruition as it's all left up to Mina, and the paranoia will force this to map 3. Army on Haven, and we'll see if they can make it work here on Lotus. Another 3-site map. It starts out well. They get the plant, they get the opening kill, and even some good util to follow up. Rudy Rojo's with the shorty manages to get one more, and Nemesis is to keep it in a man advantage here for RME, but it is close. Only 2 players left for POCKY. They could try and isolate one of these players. Mr. Seed giving a little bit of early engagement here, but he's just gonna back off. The spike is halfway gone, and Towel for 30 HP just gets spammed out from the left side, and so now Nemesis is just gonna close in on Treats in an unwinnable clutch. You might find the kills, but you won't find the round.
I mean, Treats has been really good with the shots. We have to say that.
Can they keep that streak going? Can they keep this momentum going? They're looking to do exactly that. Edna goes down early, and Rudy Rojo's has gotten such an aggressive position here with the shorty, and he pushes right forward, teleporting even deeper in, and it is gonna be taken out by Milk Juice. Keeping things stable. Kang, what do you have for us? Lifting the shots, they go awry, and you're being pinched from behind by Wizard. This time is ticking down here for the side of POCKY, but it's just a defuse here from Milk is Juice, able to get it to half, and so now Kang potentially could try and find some way into this. Spike is half, you have some time to work with, but you have to get through multiple players here. Mr. Seed backing off, so CeeLo is going to be the first engagement. Kang can start to snowball this clutch, but the crossfire from main looks to be too strong, and Kang is forced to just fall back and save the rifle. Strong here or save again. There are 2 options for her, and unfortunately it won't be the first one, as it's a hit onto the C site. Kang is here to try and hold it, but decides to push through, and her and Towels combined for 1 apiece, but Mr. Seed quick to trade 2 back himself, and is looking to just keep that aggression up, as well as he flashes all of the CT position, gets a 3rd kill. Mr. Seed is juggling all of these engagements so flawlessly right now, and POCKY is falling apart at the seams. CeeLo to throw a little bit of supporting util, but it's all a ruse because Wizard has been here on this flank and is here to just pester Milk is Juice as he will close out the round. Full weaponry here for POCKY. It feels like they're just panicking, force spying into whatever they can, not managing their economy properly, and Rudy Rojo's is going to take advantage of that, pushing forward onto Edna. The aggression is too much to handle. Nemesis gets Treats as well, and these players from POCKY are crumbling under the pressure of RME.
Yeah, Towels and Kang need to find something here. They know Rudy Rojo's is push up after those gunshots hit, and this might be Oh, this is looking so bad for them. I would kind of just want to save at this point, but their guns are not even that good either.
I mean, at least the Vandal is recovered from Kang, and she manages to wrestle 2 out of it. So much HP is lost in the process, so it's even once again brought into question of whether you should even go for this. Rudy Rojos is going to pick up 3 on the round, though, and is going to close a 5th. This door is shutting for POCKY.
And a potential showstopper from Treats could stifle him.
I mean, it all comes down, but unfortunately, RME has been able to bully this C site multiple times. However, POCKY are answering back with a lot of aggression. They send in the Rolling Thunder to try and contest that, and it'll leave them in a man advantage. RME knocked down to 3 players compared to POCKY's 4.
Yeah, and they found Rudy Rojo, someone that has been able to get a lot of pressure up. This is 2 times in a row where he's not able to play early in the round. And do you know what happens when you kill Rudy Rojo's early in a round? You usually win that round, as now it's a 4 versus 3 advantage for POCKY. They still have a Nightfall up their sleeve. Of course they don't. Oh, never mind. Rolling Thunder coming out. It's going to hit Edna.
Yeah, still can't count RME out of this because these players have stepped up on multiple occasions, and with the Rolling Thunder, they will secure the C site, which means the plant will go down. It is a 3v3 retake here for POCKY, something that they have struggled with time and time again throughout the latter half of this series. Nightfall will go in, and they also have a flank coming in from Towels. So much utility going in, but Mr. Seed is able to get the first onto Kang. Milk is Juice quick to trade it back, and the mountain position is noted. An eye to go out, and so Milk is Juice is just pushing forward here. And it's all left up to Wizard again. A bit more manageable of a clutch here, as it's a 1v2, and he brings it down to a 1v1. Towels throws out the smoke to try and cover. Wizard just slowly walking around, gets it to half, and so now Towels has to pull off this gunfight, and she's not able to. Wizard wins the 1v2
Ultimate, because you would think it's useless because it essentially doesn't do anything besides spot where you are. But the amount of weirdness that gives you, you're not able to really shoot people right, you're not able to hear. It's always a very weird ultimate, and sorry for passing by, but Treats gets picked off, which, I mean, you don't want, as POCKY's already grasping at straws.
I mean, at this point, the play-by-play is getting less and less important as the rounds go on, because POCKY just finds themselves in unwinnable situation after unwinnable situation. It doesn't really matter how all of this is playing out because RME is winning.
Yeah, and Kang cannot do anything with this shorty either, as CeeLo gets the 3rd on the round, picking up Towels and Milk is Juice.
Yeah, this is all falling apart, and it's looking like it's going to be a flawless round from RME. Honestly, it looks like the only kill that would come through for POCKY would be in the ways of a team kill, as it's an ace for CeeLo.
RME are just going to corral them with this door right here. I mean, we've seen him do it before. I wouldn't be surprised, but they're doing it late, actually, so it's not going to do too much, as Treats does find Wizard on site.
Yeah, pushing in the Wizard with a full set of utility. They're able to best him. He goes down with nothing, but Nemesis quick to trade it back, and CeeLo contributes to that as well. It is a fast retake here inside of Mound, and it's looking really well as well. Edna gets one more, but it's kept even by CeeLo, who is a massive part of this RME equation. It's left in a 1v2 for Rudy Rojos. He teleports in to the lines of sight of both the players from POCKY, and so they at least secure a pistol. To go down in quite possibly the most heartbreaking way possible.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen so far unless they're really...
It's such a massive flank here from the B main side. They just fully walked around. Milk is Juice tries to contest. The plant is down. There's a lot of damage on these RME's players. They could get completely shredded, but so many of these players from POCKY have been isolated. They're falling apart. It's all left up to Kang, and she has to battle through multiple flashes. Mr. Seed is looking to put this in the bag, but Kang pulls it off. The clutch to keep the curse from happening. Now, this is set up for, though, is his tripwire. He'll be able to spam through this box, so that is still dangerous for POCKY. But if they're able to figure out the plan, they can take him out just like that, because the Ares rather takes so many shots. Treats is able to flick back and get the kill, and so POCKY can keep this momentum rolling. The showstopper sent out just to stall some time for the plant, and the aftershock won't be able to deny it. Towels secures more advantage, but RME is quick quick to close that gap as it's a 3v3. The lockdown is sent out and Treats holds strong, but Kang goes down. And so over the top, it's all gonna have to be Treats on an ace, but it's gonna be RME closing it out. We will see no heroics, no miracles. Instead, it'll be a very unsatisfying ending to what was initially possibly a banger of a match.